Hello everybody, Astocky here and welcome to another episode of Buildcraft and Botania. First thing that I would like to point out is there are now there we go. There are now not only Buildcraft achievements but Botania achievements that you can get. Unfortunately, because the update 1.4 added them after I'd done most of these things, I still haven't got to pick up a flower, so I got a ways to go to get the achievements, but that's pretty cool anyway. Next thing to note is that the thermalilies have been significantly nerfed. You can see these guys are steaming. I believe that's because they've made their power and they've made their burst of power, and what happens after that is they have a cooldown period until they can do it again. So you can see, instead of this just filling up constantly like it was, it's now basically doing nada while these guys are getting ready to make me some more power. I believe the wording it uses is, you will need some time to cool down before the cycle can begin anew. But they've also once again become not technology that requires the Elven portal. So Vazkey's jumped kind of backwards and forwards with that about whether they're going to be Elven technology or not. Personally, I like them as Elven technology, so they were a late game flower, and they let you make lots of power. I think though some people have probably been setting up setups in the Nether and just using vast amounts of lava that's in the Nether and making too much power. So I've gone back to filling this with charcoal, and I've gone to putting it into this pool and then into the second pool. You'll see though what I have is I've got a clay insertion pipe putting charcoal into there. So once this is full, if for any reason it stops, this will eventually fill up. I've got a chest as overflow just in case. You can see I've got stone pipes, and I was trying to go about every 8 or so, but it just didn't work out. I put gold pipes, but as you can see, the gold pipes actually do a substantially good job. If we have a look down here, the next bit of charcoal that comes out, you'll see how slow it goes through regular stone pipe. So really quite slow. Now this is an emerald pipe, which is slow, hits the gold pipe, speeds up. Hits the next gold pipe, substantially faster, and then the rest of the gold pipes are kind of just enough to keep that speed up, which is sort of what I was aiming for. Basically an emerald pipe is a wooden pipe, except they have a filter on them so you can select only the items you want to pull out. So in this case I only want to pull charcoal out, leave everything else in there. So I've set this back up again to actually cook, and all of the wood will go in there until we get 64 wood, which is pretty much just all of the wood is going to go in there. How are we doing for fertilizer? Oh, last one. Okay, that was lucky I checked that. Yeah, now this is producing charcoal, and the charcoal is going straight up and straight into here, and it's not adding charcoal in because this was 3 stacks of 64, so it's not adding in as fast as it's taking out, but it's keeping a good amount in there. I probably would eventually like to tweak the setup downstairs and go for the old charcoal run basic coils, which are, sort of twice as fast as a regular furnace, but the complexity just didn't seem worth it to me. Not when I've got 9 stacks left. Next thing on that is, you can probably see this travel anchor here I have for Ender.io. That just allows me to do that, and then I look back up and pop back up. Easy way to get up and downstairs. So because of the substantial nerfing of these, getting lots of mana to do different things is taking longer than I had hoped. These do seem to be lasting a bit better though, although you can see that they've gone down since last time I checked them, which was only, I guess, 10 minutes ago real time. So that is, well, that is what that is. If I sleep every night away, it obviously keeps them more full, but I keep forgetting. I've done some tweaking to my Ender IO setup. There we go, I have that basically now full. Oh, need some more sugar. Don't know how much rotten flesh I need. I'm just going to stick 64 sugarcane in there because that'll last. I can harvest more if I need it. So this is basically filling that up, which filled this up, and the reason for that is not the slice and splice, it's the new mob thingy that I made, this soul binder. And basically, if you have 15 levels in here, it can combine a soul vial with a spawner. So I broke that silverfish spawner, so I have a broken spawner. By going to the nether and making a soul vial, which is fused quartz and solarium, you can capture a soul, and then using this particular machine, and it is the soul binder, and I'll show you how that's made. Soul binder. So you need one of each kind of mob head, 4 solarium, and a machine chassis. So not super difficult, but it now takes to put an Enderman. You can see the different enchantment levels and the different RF costs. You can see with the skeletons, zombie pigments, ghasts and things, to make basically anything that you can't normally get a spawner for, really expensive. So it takes 15 levels and 2.5 million RF. That's why I had to upgrade this to a 5 million RF one. So now I can put use player XP. It's now full of XP. It's going to take that with a skeleton soul and that broken silverfish spawner, and it is going to pump power through like crazy while it makes it. So it's using 500 RF per tick. This is supplying 500 RF per tick, or 640, and you can see that is draining out at speed. And this will take some substantial period of time. And then in the end, what I will have is a broken with a skeleton spawner. Then what I need to do is then I need to make a powered spawner device, and so that is made 2 vibrant crystals, a Z-Logic controller, a head, some of those, and a machine chassis, and that will basically make a powered spawner. I then have to come down here to my anvil and combine the powered spawner with the broken spawner with a skeleton and 30 levels of experience. So this whole process is going to take 45 levels, and that will give me exactly what I'm looking for, which is a wither skeleton spawner. The reason for that is I spent quite a while in the nether and I only found one. And that's a pain. That's a pain in the butt. So using this process, it's going to take a substantial amount of time, but then I can then basically set up my zombie generator, and it will probably spawn like 1 wither skeleton a minute. You know, it's not going to produce a lot because it takes massive amounts of RF to even produce one. Because I think it takes like 340 RF per ticks, and then it takes because it's 20 per second, so you're looking at 340 by 20, so you're looking at like 6,000 RF per second, and it takes like 20 seconds to produce it. And that's just for a regular skeleton. Wither skeletons take 20 times that amount. So, you know, I'll be looking at hundreds of thousands of RF per item. And this produces, 80 RF per tick. So if I'm lucky, I'll get 1 a minute. It might even be slower than that now that I do the math and think about it. But if I've got this pretty much full when I plug it in, it might spawn 7 or 8 of them really quickly. And I can smack them with my looting 3 sword and, fingers crossed, actually get some skulls out. Because that's kind of really what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming to just get some skulls and to make a wither, and then to use the wither, well, then to beat a wither, because that's going to be my first mob victory is going to be beating a wither. My next mob victory is going to be defeating the Gaia spirit, and that will get me the Flugel. Come on. That mob got Botania. Helmet, Elementium Helmet of Revealing, I don't need one of those. Where are my baubles? There we go. The Flugel Tiara. So that's going to take 4 Gaia Spirits, 3 Elementium and 2 Feathers. And then add a piece of nether quartz and I would get Flugel Wings. But basically that uses mana to allow you to fly. I'm then going to get myself a decent bow, got decent armor, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to kill the Ender Dragon. That's pretty much how it's going to go. It's going to be Wither, Gaia, Spirit thingy. Go over that way, open the portal, Ender Dragon dead. That's the world according to me. That's how it's going to happen. How long is that going to take? That's a really good question. A lot longer now that this is happening. I'm also thinking of upgrading some of this armor to Terra Steel armor. I guess we'll have to wait a little while and see how that goes. That pool is filling up pretty quickly. I might have to actually make another mana spreader. I'm going to daisy chain this together basically. I might make another one and just keep doing that and keep filling up pools and just see how things go. Yeah, I hadn't really thought a huge amount about how I was going to do this. It's not the world's most fantastic storage system. In fact, I probably should put a mana distributor just there, and then 3 mana pools around. But I don't know how to make the mana distributor. Mana manipulation, mana distributor. 6 and 2. The 6 is easy. The 2 is also not exceptionally difficult. And then basically once I got this is going to be the end of the episode, because it's going to be it's just going to be much easier for me if I don't have to worry too much about this whole mana setup thing. So you are sparing mana to items. Is the axe the right tool? Yep, axe is the correct tool. I know I've just kind of wasted all that work I've done putting it all there, but this mana distributor is going to make things much better. In the world according to me anyway. So yeah, it's not the world's best setup by any stretch of the imagination or account or anything like that. But it's producing enough. 8 ender flames. It's going through a lot of charcoal, but these are the prices we pay. And if I feel that for whatever reason I need a lot more charcoal, can always come down here, grab an extra stack of wood or 2, and demonstrate the power and the awesomeness of Buildcraft additions. Ready? warming itself up. There we go. See, there just isn't a furnace. There just isn't anything that can use charcoal that fast. There's probably lots of different setups and things that I could go for that would make that amazing. I don't need amazing, although that would definitely keep this full. You know, I could turn it on and off and just turn it on when I needed it. I'd still need to have the RF powered by something, and the mana to RF conversion is much less efficient than it should be. So that wouldn't work for me. I don't want that to fill up. Come on, take it all, take it all, take it all, take it all. I can hear a spider. Oh, night time. Duh! Hate spiders so bad. I think they keep getting under here. Yep, there we go. It's not just spiders that annoy me either. This section over here got blown up again by a creeper. Such a pain in the backside. Beautiful, nice and dry. So, you can go there. You put you back in your spot. You go to that. It's going to shoot and it's going to fill up all three of those this time. I'll place the last one there as a bonus backup extra that I can somehow maybe use later. What's my tablet button? Full, cool. So that's going to be all you're going to see me do for right now. There will at a later stage be a bunch more stuff, but everything is just taking a lot longer now, so it's going to be less frequent episode updates and things like that. I'm also pretty busy at work and getting a bit less time to actually play, and I am spending a bit of time playing what you may have seen in my last video, the Witchery update, with my son, because he just really enjoys playing Minecraft at the moment, and we're building houses out of gold and things like that he's really enjoying. So I don't get a lot of time to play, and if I am playing and I can play with my family, that just makes it a bit cooler. So you will definitely see some more from me soon. As to when exactly that is, why are you not floodgating? Place the source block. Place it. Place the source block. I'll have to go back to that later. So yeah, but keep staying tuned. I'm definitely going to continue this series, like I said, until I win the 3 boss fights. There is no way I'm stopping this. I'm having just way too much fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, give me your comments. Astocky out.